Hi, guys, and thank you so much for downloading the Potential Client Questionnaire and Intake Checklist. My name is Nicole Richardson. I am a digital marketer and a natural born techie and problem solver. I love working with amazing entrepreneurs in the online coaching world that are creating change in other people's lives and their businesses. And I've expanded my business to work with virtual assistants and digital marketers like you that are just getting started and are attempting to create their own space for their business. Because I do remember how hard it was when I began my journey as a virtual assistant a few years ago, searching for answers from the many questions that I had, and searching online and trying to find everything that should work and being distracted. So, I want to help you create an amazing journey that guides you and gives you the tools that you'll need to get started. Okay, so why do you need this questionnaire and checklist? Well, if you're just starting out, getting that first client is essential. If you don't have a plan or a system in place that will help you in getting that client and keeping that client, then you could lose them by looking disoriented and unorganized. So, having this questionnaire and checklist is something that I've used when I began my business, and I still use it now to make sure that I'm dotting my I's and crossing my T's when it comes to signing on a new client, making sure that I don't miss any step. So I most definitely get it that this process can be a bit daunting at first if you are trying to get a client or even if you're optimizing your current process. So this is definitely an important piece to your puzzle so that you can play the part, look the part, feel, and be the professional that you are for your business. So the question starts off let's get to the questions page. So the question starts off when that you'll gather before the call. And anything that you can't find online or from their social media, you want to make sure to ask them once you have your first call. So you're getting all the information that you would need to work with this person beforehand. So that is what you would do before the call. If you do have an appointment scheduler that you are already using and that you love, find out if there's a way to create a form that already has that you can input these questions into. I currently use Acuity Scheduling, and I love it because you can create a form directly in the scheduler when they book an appointment and ask any questions that you like to know, which cuts down your research time. So, but if you have to research this information, search their website, get their Facebook page, find their LinkedIn profile, and any other social media profiles, and make notes if you have any questions. In the notes area, you can add questions that you like to ask the client or make a note to discuss with the client. As with any other interview, you want to always have questions about the other party. So, whether it's a job interview, a client interview, or any other type of interview setting, you want to make sure you have a few questions that you can ask. You never want to seem as if you haven't done your research on them or their business when you have a phone conversation or when you're meeting with anyone. Or, get to the point of the call where they ask, so did you have any questions for me? And your answer is no. That doesn't look good and it could make you look unprofessional and pretty much like you just don't care. And that's the last impression that you want to leave. You want to be able to carry the conversation. So, doing your research first will definitely help flow the conversation along. Now, on page 3 of the questionnaire, um, it talks about the during the call questions. So, these are great questions that you'd want to ask the client to carry on a conversation and show that you are very interested in their business and what their business does. So, not that you have to go down the list, how long have you been in business? Do you have other businesses? Have you worked with a virtual support team before? No, don't do that. But what you will want to do is kind of ease these questions into a conversation. For example, um, I took a look at your website and learned that you help women unleash their creative abilities using an artistic approach. Can you tell me more about that? So you see how easier it is asking it asking the question that way than it is just reading a scripted question. Okay. And you'd also be surprised how freely the client will provide this information during just your regular conversation without you having to ask them. So be sure to pay attention during the call so that you're not asking the same question twice or a question that they have already provided. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the checklist. Okay, so here in the checklist, this is what you would use after you've had the call and the client has said yes. Yes, I want to work with you. Yes, I agree to the payment terms, all that good stuff. So for any new client that says yes, you will follow each of these checklist items of what needs to be done to onboard them. So you send the service agreement via HelloSign. First, you have to draft it, then send it in HelloSign. Check it off when you're done. When you're done, put the date that you've completed that action. Easy. You can also use this checklist to create your own Trello board. Trello is awesome because you can create a visual board of action steps and mark them off as they're completed. So if you haven't used Trello before, definitely go to Trello.com and see if that interests you and see if it could possibly work for your business. Okay. And, definitely make this checklist your own. Add action steps to this checklist or remove a step if you need to do so. This is just a process that I've used and what's worked for me. So, I'm hoping that I can share this information for it to also help you in your business. Okay, so if you have any questions or any feedback, I love feedback because it does help me create what you are needing support with for your business. Send those emails to hello at virtuallyanywhereusa.com. I do check all my emails that come my way. And, I love to hear from you. So thanks again for downloading, and I will talk to you soon.